Hey everyone!
I'm Lauren.
And I'm Freddie.
And this is Reviewed by
Two.
Today we're reviewing The Incredibles 2!
Woo! I saw it at the same theater I saw it at when I was 7, so it was a very circular journey for me.
So for The Incredibles 2, we start right where we left off in Incredibles, and they are fighting
crime, like the good old days. Well,
as a family.
the same day actually.
The same day.
It leaves the very exact moment where
Yeah.
it cut off before.
And throughout this movie, they're trying to make superheroes legal again and fighting off the villain Screenslaver.
Won't go too much into plot, don't want to spoil it for anyone, but definitely worth the wait. So good. And it was a good mix of kids and adult theater. Everyone was enjoying it. There was comedy for people our age, for adults, for young kids.
Mm-hmm. So how do you feel about Incredibles 2 versus the first Incredibles movie?
I think it kept a lot of what made the first one good. It was the whole family dynamic, but taken to the extreme.
Yeah. Another it's a superhero movie. Well, no, it's a family movie undercover as a superhero movie.
Right. A lot of comedy, a lot of action.
A lot of good family values.
A really good summer blockbuster.
Jack is lit.
Oh my gosh, Jack, my favorite character from the first one, my favorite character now. So many powers, even more than the first one. Things you wouldn't even expect.
You could guess, but you would just be wrong.
So what do you think was the best thing about the movie?
Definitely Jack.
Strong, solid argument.
Strong, solid character.
Oh my gosh, so before the movie started, they had interviews with all the voice actors, and all the guys had this shirt, and it was different Jack powers on it with this head shape. I want one so bad. They were so cool.
What do you think was the worst thing about the movie?
It was kind of predictable.
Yeah.
It was kind of you knew it was coming, almost this, not the same plot as the first one, but it was the same kind of issue, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, they're fighting crime. It's always going to be the villain situation, I think is the worst thing about the movie.
It was kind of predictable.
Yeah, definitely predictable. I feel halfway through the movie, you already knew who the villain was going to be.
Yeah, I was tapping you. I was hey.
This person.
It's this person.
And it's fine. It's still a great movie.
Yeah, no, it was still a really good movie,
Yeah.
and I think every movie's kind of predictable. It's kind of a formula that they use.
Yeah, when you can't guess what's going to happen, I feel I'm always really shocked when there's a really good twist in there, but this was good.
Yeah, Ocean's 8, didn't see that twist coming.
Yeah, didn't see that twist coming. This one, saw it coming.
Saw it coming.
But still good.
Yeah.
Still moved the plot along. Made sense. I think it made the most sense, that's why.
Right, and it's obviously a children's movie. It's not some overarching deep mystery of life.
So they need to make it a little bit easier for kids to understand.
Right.
Which is why adults can pick it up a little faster. Compared to other Pixar sequels like Finding Dory in the Toy Story series, I think this was a perfect sequel.
Yeah. One of my friends was not as good as Finding Dory. Disagree.
What? Oh, so much better than Finding Dory.
Yeah.
It continued.
And I love both Nemo and Incredibles, but I think this was much better, and it was more about the same story and family dynamic than Finding Dory was about a whole different set of characters.
Yeah, they didn't have to create a bunch of new things to continue the story. This was just a seamless transition.
Right. If this was released 2 years after The Incredibles, it would have made sense.
And 14 years later, very long wait, makes perfect sense and is really a great and incredible continuation of their storyline as a family.
And they're raking in that dough from all the nostalgia.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Sold out.
Sold out everywhere.
The next day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it was still sold out when we saw it.
Yeah, and we had to go to a different movie theater. We had gone to a movie theater before. All of it was sold out for the rest of the day. There was maybe you can get one seat here, one seat there, but
So, no.
go.
Or maybe
so.
so.
Go watch this movie.
If you couldn't already guess from our high ratings of it throughout this whole video, definitely go see it. It was such a good nostalgic movie, lots of fun, good for all ages. You can take your little brother, your cousins,
your grandma.
Go with your 21-year-old friends because you're dorks.
Well worth the 14-year wait. Go watch The Incredibles.
14 year in one day when you get sold out.
Bye.
Bye guys. If you like this video, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. See you next week.